What's up, YouTube? This is Alex from Branding Productions, and today I'll be giving you my top 5 worst movies of 2016. Okay, coming in at number 5, you guys, is Warcraft. Don't get me wrong, I'm a big video game guy. I've played Warcraft here and there, but the movie, in my personal opinion, was the most terrible video game movie ever. Oh my gosh, don't get me wrong, it was kind of cool seeing the different beasts and how the human characters interacted with the beast characters, but don't get me wrong, I love some of the action and even some of the dialogue, but the story was so bad. Oh my god. In the movie, I didn't really understand what was going on. I didn't understand what the objective was. I didn't understand why they needed to form the alliance. I didn't really believe those characters were believable, in my personal opinion. So that ranks number 5 for me. I'm sorry, I'm a big video game guy, but Warcraft, you lost it for me. So that ranks number 5. Coming in at number 4 is Collateral Beauty. I saw Collateral Beauty. And don't get me wrong, I believe that all of the supporting characters in that movie were really good. I think, and even Will Smith's performance, all their performances were really good. However, the story in the movie is kind of choppy. And what I mean by choppy is that basically it's generally about Will Smith and the loss of his daughter. However, you see a side story of Edward Norton and what he's going through. I'm not going to spoil it, but what he's going through. And then you see other side stories. And to me personally, it wasn't not enough focus on Will Smith and why he's writing these letters to love, time, and death. And me personally, again, I think Will Smith's performance in the movie was great. However, the storytelling and how it was edited and structured was not great. I did not like the movie. Again, I did enjoy some of the performances. I did enjoy the dialogue, but again, it was too much going. To me, it was too much going on in one story where you really couldn't understand. So, Collateral Beauty ranks number 4 for my top 5 worst movies of 2016. And number 3, I'm sorry to say this video game category, but Assassin's Creed comes at number 3. Assassin's Creed is stupid. It is literally worse than Warcraft. I thought, since Michael Fassbender and other talented actors were a part of this project, I thought it was going to be dope. Let me just say this. Even though it does take place from a modern text, from basically having modern advanced technology and sending someone back to the early 1800s or 1700s to find this little thing to help save humanity or whatever, it was stupid. Sorry. We spent more time in modern time than we did in the actual Assassin's Creed world where they're fighting, you know, in the medieval times. We spent more time in modern day than we did there. And don't get me wrong, I didn't have an issue with how they edited the movie or what the fight scenes or the dialogue. But again, like I said, like when you watch Assassin's Creed, if anybody's ever played Assassin's Creed, about 90% of the movie, 90% of that game is basically in the Animus, and you guys are in this medieval time world fighting and going on long drawn out quests. And this movie, that's not what this is. This movie is basically Michael Fassbender in modern time doing a little bit of conflict dialogue towards other people in modern time. And then every now and then you see him going to the Animus and going into the medieval times to find this little apple thing. It's a stupid movie. Do not go see this movie. It's a waste of money and a waste of time. Okay? That's my number 3. Coming in at number 2 is, I'm sorry, the Divergent series Allegiant. Don't get me wrong, I did like the first one. I kind of liked the second one. I really did not like Allegiance. I'm sorry, Allegiance was stupid. Don't get me wrong, I think all the characters from the past movies did a really good job in their performance. Again, with me, it's story and believable and being believable. Don't get me wrong, I've never read the books, and I did like the first one. I just felt like the third movie was trying to copycat Hunger Games and what they did in Catching Fire, or more so what they did in Mockingjay Part 1. I didn't really believe everything that was going on, and even from a box office point of view, from the first movie up into this movie, the box office, the money they received from the box office declined. So each movie they released kept declining. So, and I see why. Each movie since the first one have been garbage, kind of garbage. So I think that this movie is not a great movie. It's, in my personal opinion, it needs a lot more development in this movie. So that's my number 2 at my worst films of 2016. Coming in at number 1 is probably the worst film in film history, probably. Well, it's there in film history, but the worst film ever in 2016 was Independence Day: Resurgence. I've seen the first Independence Day with Will Smith and all the other characters. This movie does such a disservice to the first movie. This movie is not only bad in terms of storytelling, action choreography, and just basically dealing with the other aliens. This movie is just bad in performances all around. I feel like every actor was mailing it in. I feel like every person who was attached to this project only did it to get a check. I didn't really think that they were being serious. Even in the times in the movie where there was great threats, I didn't really feel like that they were really scared or really sure about what they needed to do. I'm telling you, this movie is terrible. I would not recommend anybody to go see this movie. There's a reason why Independence Day: Resurgence is number 1. Because it is stupid. It's literally stupid and does a disservice to all of what Independence Day 1 did. I see why Will Smith didn't want to be a part of this project. And bravo, Will Smith, for not being a part of this project, because this project sucked. Okay, it's a bad movie. Do not go see it. I wouldn't even rent it on Redbox. Okay, it's stupid. Alright? Stupid, stupid, stupid. Again, I'm sorry for going on that long rant, okay? But to rank my 2016 worst films of this year are, coming in at number 5, Warcraft. Number 4, Collateral Beauty. Number 3, Assassin's Creed. Number 2, the Divergent series, Allegiant. And number 1, Independence Day. This is Alex from Brandon Productions, and you guys have a great day.